Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film my first only book review, so no pressure. The book I want to talk about today is called It's Not About The Burqa by Mariam Khan. This book is a collection of essays written by Muslim women. This opened my eyes to how Muslim women are fighting patriarchal interpretations of Islam, and how they're fighting the cultural interpretations, which is pretty much intertwined with the patriarchal interpretations, but also how they're also fighting the interpretations of society and white feminism and this whole thing of Muslim women are oppressed, so how they're basically fighting on all these fronts. It really did open my eyes to their fight, and I want to speak about it more. The first essay I want to talk about is on representation of Muslims by Nafisa Bakkar. In this essay, Bakkar talks about how industries and big brands actually use Muslim women to make it look like they're inclusive and they're diverse, but in fact they're actually just using the image of Muslim women. It goes on to say that these brands aren't having conversations about racism or other and Islamophobia. They're not interested in expanding people's horizons or doing anything meaningful. They're just interested in like I said, looking inclusive, and it's just about more profits. So essentially Muslim women are being used for their image by brands for more profit. It actually goes on to give a really powerful example of Aina Khan featuring in a L'Oreal advert in 2004. And I think she was the face, she was the cover of the campaign. And when Khan's tweets about Palestine resurfaced, L'Oreal quickly dismissed her. So I feel like the whole world is so sensitive. I mean, a lot of people are so sensitive about Palestine for the wrong reasons. She spoke up about Palestine for the people of Palestine, but she was quickly dismissed because Bakkar states that this was obviously, they want the image of a Muslim woman, not the opinions, but as soon as anyone says anything in support of Palestine, they are unfortunately quickly dismissed. The essay I wanted to talk about is The Close of My Faith by Afia Ahmed. And in this essay, Ahmed talks about how highly politicized the hijab is and how it's being portrayed as like a form of oppression and violence, when in fact in reality the hijab is an act of submission and just a symbol of a Muslim woman's faith. This has been twisted and turned, and especially when like Bakkar was arguing, they've taken the representation, the image of a Muslim woman, and basically Ahmed says that they've taken away from the meaning instead of adding to it, when realistically you would think that if a person or a group of people are represented, this would add to them, and because representation and inclusivity supposedly go hand in hand, but the reality is pretty far. Ahmed goes on to say that the hijab has been fetishized, and it's almost become this fashion statement to please the secular audience. But she actually writes here that I wear the hijab for me and my Lord. not for you, not for him, not for her, not for them, but for me and my Lord alone. That's so powerful. And for something so sacred and like that act of submission to the Lord, to God, and for it to be taken and just being pulled apart and being used for profit and for gain, that has left a lot of Muslim women very frustrated, and rightly so. The essay is called Feminism Needs to Die, and it's written by Mariam Khan. In this essay, Khan talks about how Islam is a religion which empowers women. However, mainstream feminism does not accept this, and basically a mainstream feminism argument is that if you are a Muslim woman, you must be oppressed, and Islam can't be a religion that empowers women. She goes on to say that mainstream feminism has, there's been movements about free the nipple, period poverty, and just campaigns for women to wear what they want and wear revealing clothes. And Khan says these are all things she supports, and that she will fight for. However, this feminine sisterhood, she says, isn't inclusive to Muslim women, and that there is no place for her in sisterhood, in the sisterhood of feminism. I think the whole book is emotional, empowering, makes you angry sometimes, opened my eyes a lot. It's just, it's not nice to hear about people feeling left behind, and that's not, obviously I'm not being naive. I know that mainstream feminism leaves a lot of people out, and even, people can claim to be the most accepting person, but there's certain things that they're not, that they haven't opened their eyes and their hearts to. But yeah, it's just, it wasn't, one thing that one of the many things that pleasantly shocked me, was that Khan speaks about during the month of Ramadan, when women are on their periods, they don't have to fast. And obviously, I knew this. I was born into Islam. I don't practice the religion, but my culture is very much a product of Islam. And I knew that women didn't fast on their periods, but Khan says that women don't fast because Islam understands the toll that periods can have on us. Compares this to the West, so the ever so modern West, where when we're on our periods, we don't get a day off work. We don't get special treatment. If you're in school, you have to be in school. If you're working, you're working, And I feel like we are breaking through this whole don't talk about periods, it's embarrassing, or it's shameful. But still, a lot of us, or some of us, aren't comfortable to say to our managers or our colleagues, I'm on my period, I'm not really feeling well today, do you mind doing this for me? And I feel like that comparison, I was just yes, how can you argue with that? I mean, how can you argue with any of it? Lets women rest on their days of period. However, we're not allowed to rest on our periods when we're working. The whole world, whether they're Muslim, Christian, no religion, wants to control or have some control over the female body. And cultural interpretations of Islam is no different from this. Even if in the Quran and in the practice of Islam, the woman is not said to be controlled. Unfortunately, the interpretations due to the patriarchal society and world we live in deems control over the female body. We need to know and understand that Muslim women don't need to be saved. They're, you know, you don't need to be their savior. If you care so much about Muslim women, pick up a book like this, visit their social media. There, you know, many books out there, and read and understand and have conversations. Plenty books out there, so we can continue to educate ourselves. And I would say that It's Not About The Burqa by Mariam Khan is definitely one of these books. But yeah, thank you for watching my first, I don't know why I'm going all weird. Thank you for watching my first single book review. I hope you liked it. And yeah, I guess I'll see you next time.